just going to ask a couple of questions. I did see that the complaint asked for possession only. I did see, however, that it asked for rent in the future, but obviously at the time it was asking for possession only in December. Is this a written lease?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking Attorney Sinkway. Is it a written lease, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, and it defaulted to month on or about July of last year, July 5th.
Okay. And how much is monthly rent?
Under the natural lease, it was $13.60, and month to month, it has been $14.99.
Okay. Any late fee?
Yes, Your Honor. The late fee is $100.
All right. Last time tenant paid rent?
Last payment was received on October 30th in the amount of $100. It left an outstanding balance of $3,987 at that point.
That's not true.
Okay, well, give me a second. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to speak.
I apologize.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, counsel?
Not at this time, no, Your Honor.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you some questions to confirm, Ms. Stevens. Ms. Stevens, do you have a month-to-month agreement with the View?
I thought I was still in the lease. I never knew a month. So I thought they raised my.
When does the lease that you believe you were under? When does it expire?
It was supposed to expire in July, August.
Okay, and that's what he's saying. It expired. Did you sign a new lease, or did you just keep paying rent?
I just kept paying rent.
Okay.
They switched ownership.
Yep.
So when they switched ownerships, we never knew that until we went into the office and seen new people. I asked to downsize. They would never let me downsize because they said I was still in a lease. That was the old management.
Mm-hmm.
So when the new management came in, everything just went left.
Okay. Well, last time you made a payment?
The last time I made a payment, it was in November. Okay. It wasn't December. I was paying every 2 weeks to try and get my balance down because I was out of work for heart failure. So I was trying to get my balance down. And they told me they would work with me as long as I'm paying something every 2 weeks.
Okay.
I have witnesses to that. I also have a recording to where I was trying to pay my rent before I even got a letter on my door. And they would not take my money.
And once you got that letter on your door, did you try to pay that money?
I did. I called the office, and the lady said she could not take my money because.
Were you trying to pay the full amount or a partial amount?
I was trying to pay the full, well, not the full amount, but majority of it. It was.
That's a partial. That ain't it. That ain't it.
Well, they wouldn't take my payment regardless.
Gotcha.
That was before I even got a letter on my door.
I understand. All right. Well, initially they weren't seeking any money judgment. They were just seeking a writ of possession.
Correct.
I did see in your answer you indicated that they owe you $1,000 because you referred to folks over there.
Yes, I did. I referred folks over here. But my thing is, we wouldn't be in a writ of possession if they had honored their word. They led me wrong. If they had honored their word, we wouldn't be here because she told me as long as I pay every 2 weeks or whatever, they wouldn't file against me. I have witnesses to that.
I know that's frustrating.
It is.
These people who work in that office, especially unless they put it in writing, it's really hard for their words to replace what the written agreement is. You understand, when you already have a written agreement. And that is true as well. But when they send you that demand saying, hey, I know what we talked about, but now here's something else, then they're kind of, whatever you guys try to agree orally, one, unless it's in writing, or two, they send you a letter otherwise, then obviously you need to respond to that written agreement or written statement or demand.
Right. The thing about it is, I'm not trying to run from any of this.
No, I got it.
And I've paid my rent. I've always paid my rent on time, on up until,
So you had a situation. Listen, it's not a thing that anybody thinks anything bad about you. Mostly, I would say 90% of people just have financial issues that lead them to this problem. So it's not like it's not a personal thing. It's just personally happening to you, but it's not personal. Like we don't understand. It's
Correct.
just that's just how it is. Now, I don't counsel. Are you guys still seeking a money judgment, just looking for the writ?
Just the writ, Your Honor.
So they were not looking for a money judgment. They're just looking for a writ. Okay.
I understand that, but we wouldn't be at a writ if they had honored their word.
I understand, but I don't know if their word would supplant the demand that you're saying that you received, stating that you needed to get more money, and you're saying that you have been behind as well,
Even with witnesses.
even with witnesses. Because what you're saying is they told you every 2 weeks you were doing that, and then they stopped, and then they sent you a demand saying we want it all. That becomes the problem. Once they tell you we want it all, you don't have it all, because the contracts generally demand that you pay that. Now, if they put it in writing and say, hey, this modifies the written agreement, boop-de-boop, that's different. That's
I'll go up there and get it. I go to the leasing office and get something in writing because that's what they told me. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair. But
I understand that you don't. Let me ask you this stuff. 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have all the money now? If you took away all the late fees, all the fees, did you have all the money? January,
I don't
December,
even
November?
I gave them money in November, but of course not, because life still moves on. I have $1,000 to give today. They owe me $1,000, and I get paid Wednesday. I could give more money Wednesday.
I understand, but unless they're willing to enter into a consent agreement, ma'am, I can't force them to do so. Unless you're saying, hey, I had all the money, and when I demanded and they just didn't take it, that's different than saying I had less than all they demanded and then they didn't take it. Okay? Right. So I'm going to give you the 7 days, the 13th. There will be no money judgment. And that'll be the order, okay?
Well, dang. Okay. I guess I can't do nothing with that.
Well, don't have a money judgment. That's more beneficial than you may understand. All right? But I will go ahead and I'll draft up this one since it's a trial, and I'll get a copy over to you guys. You both are free to go. I believe, Attorney Sinkway, that's all your cases, correct?
Sure, that concludes my business.
So what you're saying, I have 7 days to get out?
It's 7 days before the writ of possession can be requested. Yes, ma'am.
Is there any way I can have 3 weeks to get out?
No, I have no authority to give you more than 7 days by law. I don't. Sounds crazy, but I don't. But I will get you a copy of the order. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.